This is Fox 43 News at 10.
The FBI has determined that protocol was not followed.
Failure to follow up. The FBI now admitting it failed to act on a tip regarding the accused gunman in the Florida school shooting.
Now available, Central Pennsylvania's first medical marijuana dispensary opens its doors for business.
And reintegrating into society, Fox 43 gets an inside look at how the state parole board is preparing inmates for life on the outside. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Evan Forrester.
And I'm Jackie DeTore. We'll get to those top stories in just a moment. But first, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Mary Ellen Pam for a look at the forecast. And we're talking snow.
Yes, this time tomorrow night, we're going to have several inches
Wasn't
of
it like 60 degrees today?
It was close,
50s,
58.
yeah.
I think there were some 60s. Yesterday we had 70s in some places.
Pennsylvania winters.
And next week we're talking 60s and 70s. So, it's
A little
whatever.
bump on the road on the
Right,
way there.
exactly. All right, let's talk about the snow. Winter weather advisory will go into effect tomorrow, 2 p.m. for Franklin County. The rest of the area, it's in effect starting at 4 p.m. You'll notice temperatures in the 20s. Don't move a whole lot. We'll have more an hour by hour look at the snow and snowfall amounts coming up shortly.
Tonight, President Trump making a stop in Florida in the wake of the deadly mass shooting at Parkland High School.
His visit comes just hours after the FBI admitted it failed to follow up on a tip it received about the man who has now confessed to killing 17 people. According to his public defender, that 19-year-old man is now intending to plead guilty.
Fox's Lauren Blanchard has the very latest on the investigation.
President Trump arriving in Florida this evening to console a community in mourning.
Very sad something like that could happen.
In Pompano Beach, Florida, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
A teacher who grew up in northern Pennsylvania is being called a hero for his actions at a high school in Florida. Jim Gard was born and raised in Mount Carmel, Northumberland County, and is a math teacher at Marjorie Stoneman McDouglas High School. He locked himself and his students in his classroom during Wednesday's shooting. He also made police give identification when they knocked on his classroom door.
We were just trained in this 3 weeks ago, and we went over with all of our kids the day after we were trained.
Some of Gard's family members in Northumberland County say they are proud of everything he did to keep his students safe.
He used his head, like his knowledge, and stood out for the children.
That doesn't surprise you?
Well, no, not with him. No, because he would do something like that. He'd be very cautious with, and plus he said that they went through a lot of that stuff just recently.
Gard was not hurt in the shooting. His family says he's worked as a teacher in Parkland, Florida for 36 years.
And one Southern York County school district taking action to prepare for the worst. Active shooter safety drills becoming more commonplace for schools that are looking at ways to try and keep kids safe. Fox 43's Mark Roper has more on the drill held today.
This is training day for a day no one wants to come.
Number one priority is that our students and our staff are safe.
In Fawn Township, York County, Mark Roper, Fox 43 News.
And in light of the events in Florida, officials with the Chambersburg Police Department say they have received a number of calls requesting assistance in preparing for an active shooter scenario. Those requests have primarily come from Franklin County businesses. Chambersburg Police say several officers are trained in active shooter mitigation and are willing to help train area businesses with lectures, mock scenarios, and reviews of safety plans. Authorities are also encouraging all public venues to review their safety procedures as well. And to continue to follow the updates on the shooting situation in Florida, including the very latest on the investigation and the timeline and how the victims are being remembered, you'll find it on our website, fox43.com. Leaders with the State Board of Probation and Parole reaching out to inmates today to help them understand the parole process.
They hope it gives them a better idea of what to expect if they're released. Fox 43's Felix Rodriguez Lima has more on their efforts.
Here at SCI Camp Hill, about 200 inmates met with members of the State Parole Board and other leaders to have a conversation about how to reintegrate into society. The state's parole board says it has a 58% success rate of parolees who do not end up back in prison. They also want those inmates to know that they don't have to go through this process alone. In Lower Allen Township, Cumberland County, Felix Rodriguez Lima, Fox 43 News.
Another gun shop, this time in York County, is the latest to be hit by burglars. Police say 3 people broke into Carbon Steel Sporting Goods on West Market Street in West Manchester Township Sunday morning and made off with 43 handguns. Officials are now offering a $10,000 reward to find the thieves. State police also believe there's a chance the guns could be recovered.
These gun shops have to have the serial numbers written down for the guns. It goes into our national database.
and we do recover guns. We've recovered some from the Lancaster County burglaries, and we'll work on recovering the ones from the York County burglary.
Police are determined to find the stolen guns, saying the firearms pose a threat to the public and law enforcement. The 2 Lancaster County burglaries the trooper mentioned happened earlier this month and last year. One was at Trop Gun Shop in Mountjoy Township, Lancaster County. A 14-year-old is facing charges in juvenile court in connection to that crime. 3 others involved have not yet been found. Authorities are also still searching for the people they say stole 70 guns from Kinsey's Outdoors back in November.
A York County man will not face the death penalty after he's been accused of killing one of his neighbors. Police say that Raymond Hecht Sr. of Spring Grove stabbed and killed 24-year-old Samantha Stein in her home on Main Street in December. Court documents indicate Hecht was trying to steal items from the home and stabbed Stein when a struggle ensued. During his formal arraignment, prosecutors decided the death penalty is not warranted in this particular case. Hecht is facing murder and theft charges. 3 teenagers facing arson charges accused of setting a fire that caused $345,000 in damage in Lebanon County. According to police, the boys ages 14, 16, and 17 set fire to an empty dog food mill on East High Street in Palmyra. That incident happened last month. The charges were filed yesterday.
A York County man is facing statutory sex assault and corruption of minors charges, accused of sexually assaulting a teenager. Police say 21-year-old Shane Hikus admitted to having a sexual encounter with a 13-year-old girl last year. According to court documents, Hikus told police that he did not have any future encounters with the girl because of their age difference. He's expected back in court next month.
A Lancaster County restaurant where 2 kids suffered chemical burns while eating could soon be replaced. According to Lancaster Online, officials in East Lampeter Township have approved a plan to tear down and replace the Star Buffet and Grill with a new building. 2 children suffered burns to their mouths and throats last year after drinking what they thought was apple juice at the restaurant. A 3rd child was sickened by the same substance, which an investigation revealed was crystal lye. Police say there's no evidence the contamination was an intentional act. Central Pennsylvania's first medical marijuana dispensary has now opened its doors to patients. Organic Remedies in Hamden Township, Cumberland County is the 2nd dispensary in the Commonwealth to begin the sale of medicinal cannabis products. Fox 43's Jack Ebel has more on how patients feel about this new opening.
It's been a blessing today to actually be able to go in here and do this.
Central Pennsylvania now has a medical marijuana dispensary open for business.
So I'm going to be very happy in the next few days, just being able to legally do this and not have to watch my back, you know.
In Hampton Township, Cumberland County, Jack Ebel, Fox 43 News.
New developments in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's ongoing Russia investigation, with more than a dozen people charged with a plot to interfere in the 2016 election. What they're charged with and what the president is saying about it. That's ahead at 10:30.